Right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our platform, Relationship Matter. Today is another day, and I want to share some tips with you this evening. Okay, so welcome once again. This is Relationship Matter, the platform where we discuss everything to do with relationship, everything to do with marriage, everything you do with engagement, and whenever a problem arises in the marriage, we try to give some advice how those problems can be solved. Now, today I want to add something extra, how we can um, solidify our relationship, how we can make our marriage more stronger. Okay, this is what we call by learn to appreciate, to show your appreciation to your husband or to your wife. Very important. Learn to express your appreciation to your husband, your appreciation to your wife. Now, you know we are human beings. Every human being like to be appreciated. Every human being want to that whatever you do, you want people to show kind of appreciation. You want people to show that what you are doing is right. And whenever somebody shows appreciation to what you are doing, it always makes you happy and even pushes you to do more. The same thing apply in a relationship. As a husband, as a wife, it is very important that you learn to appreciate your spouse. Appreciate what your spouse is doing. Appreciate what your spouse is, how he's taking care of you, the things he's doing in the house, maybe with the children, all of this. The more you appreciate what your spouse is doing, that can add more extra feeling. It can increase the romance in the marriage. It will make your spouse to feel that really and truly he or she is the right person in that marriage. And if both of you are doing the same to appreciate one another, believe you me, it will make your marriage much, much stronger. Okay? Today, I want to start with as a wife, how do you express your appreciation to your husband? Very important. Remember, you came to this life. Now you are joined with your husband. Okay? As we keep on saying that this is the only life you have. The success of a marriage depends not to find the right person, but actually to learn, to know, and to love the person that you have found. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the success of a marriage depend you becoming the right person for your spouse. Now, as a wife, the husband has been doing something in your life. He brought you in his life. And I've been trying so many things to please you. I've been trying so many things to make you comfortable. I've been trying, he's going all at sea to do everything he can to support you, to make your life better, easier, because he took you from your family. Okay? So therefore, as a wife, it is very important that you learn to appreciate what your husband is doing. The first thing, how do you express your appreciation, is learn to tell your husband, if you have the children as well, learn you and your children to tell the husband that we are so grateful to have you in our lives. That's very important. As a wife, you tell your husband that, you know what, I am so grateful to have you in my life. Me and my children, we are so grateful to have you in our life. The way you take care of us, how you are working flat day and night, how you are trying to make end of month to meet, we are really grateful. So, as a wife, when you begin to express that appreciation to your husband, and with the children begin to show appreciation to the dad, what the dad is doing in the house, that can even push your husband to do even more. That can even push your husband to love you more. So the first thing is learn to appreciate that. Be grateful to him, that we are so grateful that you came in our life. We are so grateful that you are doing this for us. The way you are working so hard. You go to work day and night. You are spending more time to take care of us. We really appreciate what you are doing. That is number one. As a wife, learn to do that. Men want to know that. Men want to know that the effort that they are doing is not in vain. You want to know that the effort that they are putting on to maintain the house, to make provision for the house, is not in vain. Because the greatest fear for a man is that when he's not able to take care of the family. But when the man is doing his best to bring money in the house, to go to work, to bring everything in the house, to make the house comfortable, it is very important that as a wife, you should recognize that and appreciate him. So number one, you and the children, if you have any, tell that we are so grateful to have you in our life, to have you as our father, to have you as my husband. Okay? The second thing is time to time, because we are living now in the technology where we have WhatsApp, we have text messaging, we have all of these things. It's a good thing that time to time you can send text to your husband to express your feeling, express your emotion, express your affection, your joy towards him. It's very, very important. We're living in a very pressurized world. Okay, your husband goes to work. He works so hard. He has been going through a lot of situation maybe, but you as a wife, you are there to support him. So times to time, you send him messages. It can be just a message, just a text that, honey, I love you, honey. Appreciate things like that. So time to time, learn to send message, text messages, WhatsApp or anything like that, or voicemail. You send to him. Maybe he's at work, maybe he's out of the house, maybe he's doing somewhere. Just send him a text. You see, a text to show your emotion, to show your feelings, to show your affection, the joy you have towards him. When imagine he's at work, maybe having a break, suddenly he saw a text in his message, just read that, oh, your wife, you say, oh, honey, I love you, we appreciate you, I hope you are okay, we love you. I mean, that message can just turn his world, you see. When you receive a message like that in his workplace and his break or things like that, maybe he's driving somewhere, maybe he's away on the business, you receive a message like that, it touches his heart. And the more you do that, that you are showing to him that truly and true, you are behind him. And men like that. Men want to know that there's a woman behind them. Men want to know that what I'm doing, my wife is appreciating what I'm doing. Okay? So number two, as we say, learn to send text messages time to time, maybe WhatsApp, maybe voicemail. The third thing you have to do is learn, if you have children, learn to praise his parental qualities. Okay? Maybe you have children in the house. Your husband spends time with the children. Maybe you go to play with them, he takes them to the park, or he does things like that, or how he's educating the children in the house, so on and so forth. It's very important that you support him in bringing up the children. So you praise him for his parental qualities, how he's behaving with the children, how he's raising the children up, how he's taking care of the children, how he's spending his money, his time, his energy to take care of the children. So the husband wants to see this. Men are also very sensitive. They may not demand too much, but what they want for a woman is just to show that they can see what he's doing and they are right there behind him. They are right there supporting him, appreciating what he's doing. So the third thing is learn to praise him for his parental qualities if you have children. But if you don't have children, fine, you don't need to do that but when you have children, very important, that will give him more support. That will give him confidence. We tell him that I'm doing the right thing, so let me carry on what I'm doing. That's very important as a wife because remember, it's two of you in that marriage. So you came there as a helper to help him for the joy of the marriage. Okay, he covers you, yes, but you are there like a helping hand. You are there to support him, but you must let him know that what you are doing is right. I'm here to support you. Of course, if things are not right, he's not doing something right, there's a way you can talk to him. Instead of doing the letter, do this one, letter doing this one. It's all about communication. But if he's trying his best to make things right, as a woman, it's very important that you appreciate that. Okay? The fourth thing is learn to tell your husband how great it is to live with him. You see, because this is the man you are finding in life. As we say that you don't have another life somewhere. This is the only life you have. This is the only man you have. If you really came in that marriage, the reason you came because you want to stay in that marriage until death. Okay, so therefore you must create an environment whereby your husband feel at peace and you also feel at peace. Okay, so it's time to time you have to tell him how great it is to live with him. Okay, tell him that it is so great to live with me. I feel so happy to stay with you. I feel so comfortable to live with you in the same house. The way you take care of me, the way you do things to me, the how you walk, how you do everything. Learn to appreciate that. Learn to tell him that truly and truly it is great to live with him. When a man sees that the wife is happy to live with him, that man can do extra to maintain that relation, to maintain that atmosphere. He can go extra mile. He can do anything for you because he's confident that truly and truly, he's truly and truly the husband of the wife. Because if the wife is grumpy, the wife is not happy staying in the house, it affects us. As a man, you begin to ask yourself a question: am I really doing the right thing here? What is the right? What am I doing now? Is something wrong? But if you come to testify, if you come to tell him that, if you come to tell him that I feel very great to stay with you, I feel very great to live with you in this house. I mean, it just gives him extra strength. It gives him even extra stimulus to do even more for you, to go even more. He can do everything because he want to maintain that way. He don't want to break it. He want to maintain that good atmosphere, that good feeling. Okay, so learn to tell your husband time to time that is great to live in this place. I'm so happy that I found you. I'm so happy that my life is linked with your life. I feel so happy. I feel at peace. Um, um, I feel fulfilled, kind of. Yes, very important. The little that he does, just know that he's doing his best. It may not be a multimillionaire, but the best, the little that you have, it making you comfortable. You buying the things that will make your life better. You must express it. You must express your appreciation by those type of words that will encourage him. Okay. The next thing is learn also to surprise your husband with little gift that he likes. Not only you women that the husband has always to be giving you, but as a wife, is your husband. You don't have anyone else somewhere else. This is the only one you have. Therefore, maintain what you have. The way you maintain it is by also giving gift to your husband. Surprise gift, the things that he likes. Now that you have been living with him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. It depends how long you have been living together. But now you should have been able to know what he likes, what he does not like. Now, the secret is also is this: don't look to the things that are wrong. Most of the time, try to amplify the things that are good. What your husband is doing good, try to amplify it, try to magnify it. Everything that he does right, everything that he does good, try to make it blow a trumpet that yes, this is good. You are a hero. Look at what you are doing. That way, it will give him the confidence to carry on. But when you begin to look at little things to magnify them, look at this, look at this, you kills the love, you kill his confidence. You can even push him to become more angry, you see. But that's what you don't want. You want actually to know him more so that you can push him to even do more, to express himself, to open up to you. This is it. So learn to be giving him gifts time to time. The gift that he likes. You know what he likes. For instance, if your husband like ties, ties are not expensive. You can time to time buy him a tie. One, two, you say, oh, I saw this tie somewhere. I bought it for you. Imagine your husband is coming from work or coming from outside. You enter the house. Immediately say, oh, honey, look, I have this tie. I saw it so nice. And you know the color is like, look at this. How will your husband feel? Oh, say, wow, you bought this for me. Oh, thank you. He will hug you. You see, that hugging, it shows a lot of things that truly and truly, I found somebody who takes care of me. It can be socks, it can be underwear, it can be a shirt, anything. It may not be too expensive, just something to show your appreciation for the love that he has for you, to show your appreciation for the care that he shows to you. That goes a long way. So let us learn to be surprise him with gifts. Yeah, the things that he likes. That is very important. Okay. Another thing is learn to pay compliment to his talent, to his intellect, to his wisdom. Okay, you see, men are like kings. You see, if you look the lion, wherever the lion are together, they are king in that area. All the lioness are under him. So in that place, he feel that he's the king. When the lion is there with the lioness, he say, occupy the territory. He feel that I am the king in this place. So he deserve honor. He deserve everybody, all of that lioness to bow to him. That's how the lion is. And when you see another lion comes in, it will be a fight between the two of them. So your man is like a king to you. Make him a king for your life. He is the king in the house. That's what men, every man, whether black, white, Arab, men always like to feel that true and truly they are men. Okay? So learn to complement their talent. Learn to complement their intellect. Learn to complement their wisdom. Okay? Mostly if they are doing well, learn to magnify it. Anything that a man does well, learn the habit to magnify it, to make it, yes, you are the king, or you are so intelligent. I know, yes, I know how you are talented. Maybe he liked doing DIY in the house. He liked to fix things himself. You know how to put the screw, something is broken, you go and do it. Maybe something is failing there, you go and do it himself. You know how to paint in the house, things like that. Yes, you try to shower encomium on him. That, oh, I know you always do this well. You are so good in this. That gives man confidence. Okay? Everything that a man does well, try to encourage him. It's just like when you have a child. When a child does something, what do? You encourage the child, say, yes, you are good, you are so intelligent, things like that. They say men are like that. Men are like children. They lack that encomium that will push them even to do more. That sign of appreciation is very, very important. It looks like nothing, but let me tell you, when you begin to appreciate your husband in very small things like that, that will push him even to love you more. Okay? Now, one thing you should never do, don't interrupt your husband when he's talking or when he's saying something to you. And learn not to compete with him. What do I mean by that? Be a good listener, because naturally women are like the receiver, okay, because they are a helper. What does a helper do? A helper is there to help the main man, okay. So you take instruction from the main man. I'm not saying that you are a slave to the man. No, you are there to help. Men are the king. So don't interrupt them when they are saying something to you. A man, when you try to interrupt him, you try to budge in when he's trying to say something, it can create some kind of tension. But your aim is to avoid that. So be a good listener. When your husband is talking to you, you listen, you listen. Even good, even better for you, because when you listen to somebody talking, you know everything, even the mistake that the person is doing. Then when you talk to the person, you begin to highlight, okay, this is good, but look at this, because that is the aim. You know, the man sees the big picture, but the woman usually sees the small writing, and the small writing are the things that matters. The vision may be big, but when you don't look at the nitty-gritty of it, it can even destroy the vision. So the women are there like to look at those small print, to highlight them, that look, yeah, the vision is good, but did you see it? Did you see that? Did you see that? Very important. So therefore, learn not to interrupt when the husband is talking. Don't compete with them. A woman is like a coolant. It's like, when something is hot, you have to put cool water to cool the things down. That's what a woman should always be in the marriage. You try to cool down. When things are hot, you bring cold water to cool it down. That is what a woman should always do. Okay? Now, when you do that, you give the man the place he's supposed to be, the place of a king, the place of a leader, the place of the visionary of the house. Men like that. When you do that, you will have your man. When you do that, when the man knows that you listen to him, you obey him, you are submissive to him, that will make him even to do more to you. So this is the things I wanted to share with you tonight. So please learn to appreciate your husband in every little thing that he does in the house. Mostly when he's trying his best, he may not have enough. He may not have enough money to buy you a jet or great big car, expensive car. But the little that he does for you, Learn to appreciate that. When you appreciate it, you give him more courage, more determination to even go and do more. And this can even add more romance to your relationship. When you begin to shower him with gift also, it gives more romance to your relationship. So these are the things I wanted to share with you today. I hope you have learned something today. Maybe you have not been applying these things, but from today, open your eyes, begin to appreciate your husband for everything he does. You will see that it will solidify your marriage. It will add more romance to your marriage, and you will live to enjoy your marriage. And your marriage will last longer. Your husband will not need to look for somewhere else. He will not need to go outside, but you know that somebody in the house appreciate what he's doing. Because sometimes when the husband find that is not appreciated in the house, he can either push him out. He can say, well, despite everything I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but my wife, sorry, never appreciate what I do. You see? But when you begin to appreciate that, you are cooling him down. You are tying him down in the house. You are making him even to do more for you. So this is what I wanted to share with you this evening. So we see you again. We see you again next week, same time, 8 p.m. British time next Monday. Thank you. See you again. Bye bye.